Okay, today I'm going to be christening in my copper fire bowl. I bought it with the intention of cooking with it, and I wanted a cooking source that was portable, lightweight, and durable. And this is what I came up with, along with this tripod system of forged iron. I'm going to control the temperature by raising and lowering the grill I have suspended from chain attached to the top of the tripod. What I'm going to be cooking is, I'm going to be smoking pastrami. I've never made it before, and I'm trying to do this the traditional way before refrigeration and learning more about preserving meats this way. And I do not use any nitrates whatsoever. I have used sea salt for my curing agent. Okay, so my pastrami soaked in a salt brine for a few days. Then it rested in a water bath to pull out extra salt for half a day or so, and I rinsed that. Then I did a dry rub with herbs like crushed black pepper, mustard seed, oregano. Traditionally, I think they might have used, not cardamom, what was it? There was something else, I forget. But really, you can use whatever spice you want. You could put cumin on it, chipotle, garlic, get creative, whatever you want. Okay, so I'm going to start my fire. I already have my wood in it, and I want to do what they call a cool smoke, so I don't want it to get real hot. And I'm using very small size wood I collected from around my yard. I'm using thumb size sea grape wood, and also for my kindle, hair like dry hay from just kind of grass around the yard. And also for my smoking choice, well, they're all going to smoke, but banana leaves. And it's my understanding you can take fresh green banana leaves, fold it up, making a little smoker oven. Okay, so I'm going to light my fire with no fuel whatsoever. We are not going to use a match. We're going to use a magnifying glass. Okay. Now, if this were to not work for whatever reason, as backup, we have this Ferro Fire Strike with a knife, and we can get sparking action and start a fire this way, even if we have no sun and it's at night. So the magnifying glass is only going to work for us in the daytime with good sun. So let's give it a shot. I've got everything in the copper fire bowl ready to go. I'm going over here where there's more fine, hair-like dry hay. This was kind of big on this side. I've never lit a fire this way, but I'm confident it can happen, especially with this much sun out. I'm going to blow on it. Smoking, but it seems to have a hard time staying lit, and we have had rain lately, so this isn't as dry as preferable, but see, this is reality, and this is what I have to work with. I see some glowing orange along with smoke. My battery will probably run out before I light this. I'm determined. You have to stay on the same spot. So if your hand moves around, it messes it up. It's trying to start and then just putting itself out. That's disappointing, and that might happen with the fire strike as well. I wish I had something more dry. Yeah, this fire's getting started. There's no way around that. I need something really dry. I know it doesn't sound impressive hearing that at this point. It's smoky. Start a couple of small fires. I heard a little crackle noise. That's inspiring. You've really got to stay very focused right on the spot. That's the trick about this, so the more steady your hand is, the better. And also you have to play with bringing the magnifying glass back and forth to find the most concentrated light beam to start a fire. Continues to grow. I hope that it stays on the course and it doesn't snuff itself out. Because if those really get going over there, the bigger pieces of wood, I can move them around and easily start fire on the other side. I only have the one fire over here. I was trying to light the grass bits, and they're very stubborn, so I'm going to try the banana leaf. Smoking. The second fire starting. Fire number 2. I hope I'm not giving you a beaver shot. Crack a hog. Okay, here's the deal. Even though there's a fire going, I'm not the most confident about this fire. As past fires I've built, it's a very weak burn. That's why I was trying to get other mini fires going around in the pit. But I really hope the main one that's going continues to take off. Still smoking. This is a pain in the ass. I mean, I can see it's possible to do this, but regardless of what you use, whether it's a match or a fire striker, a magnifying glass or a mirror, you need something that's going to burn easy and not be wet or damp. Plain and simple. And I don't want to resort to putting any chemicals on it. And I really want to smoke this pastrami. I build a pyramid and that burns better, but I'm cooking on this grill for the first time and I did not arrange it like that. I just laid my sticks across the grill with the dry stuff under the grill because there's some space under there. Come on, fire, do it. I mean, there's some heat coming off, you know. Obviously there's smoke, but I mean, heat that feels significant. Let me get down in there and help it out even more. Let me see here. Oh, come on. Hi, dog. Wonder how long since I started. survival situation and had to start a fire with this, you would really need to get it going in daytime and keep it stoked until the night and have your wood and stuff ready if you didn't want to freeze. It could be done, but you definitely are living on nature's time schedule. Come on, fire! Still don't see any flames licking up or anything thrilling like that. Everything's just so damp. Well, that's one thing. If you're going to cook with wood or be off-grid, you're going to have a supply and keep it dry and ready to go, you know, some dead wood. This is how you learn and figure it out. If you're still on the grid, like I am, have off-grid time and do this sort of thing, and you start figuring it out real fast, you know? What if you have no choice, you know? Maybe since I'm doing a cool smoke, I should just put my meat on and lower it like this, where the heat is really low, and just accept this. It may do the job. I believe it will. That's the important thing. Anything else will be overkill. So I'm going to go ahead and put my pastrami on. I think it's on like day 5 of starting it to be pastrami. Okay. Oh man, sorry that took so long, but hey, I'm a rookie at the magnifying glass thing. Okay, so I have the pastrami, and it's encrusted with the herbs, primarily crushed pepper and mustard seed. I never did remember that one ingredient I wanted to tell you. I'm not using it, but it's a traditional one. That's why I wanted to mention it. But they would typically use thick, tough meat like brisket or something thick like a round roast, and then the process of becoming pastrami makes it real tender. But see, I'm using an already really tender cut of meat, which is ribeye steak, and I was worried it might become too tender. So I'm going to skip the final pastrami phase of steaming it after smoking it. They do that to further tenderize any ligaments in the meat, but we won't need to do that with this. So it's going to be done after it smokes. but they would let it rest a day or so after they smoke it, but really, it's ready to eat whenever. I have this wonderful little pigtail forged iron. Steak picker-upper. Okay. So it's my understanding they also use these when steaks are cooking to stab the meat, and it helps juices release. I treated myself to this as a gift for winter solstice, and it's the first time to christen it, along with the copper fire bowl and the forged iron tripod. I'm very excited about it. Also, notice this little three-legged stand I have to the left of my stove area. See, this is my outdoor kitchen right now. 3 legs is fantastic because they always find their footing, whereas when you have 4 legs, if you don't have a level surface, you always have wobbling. You know the drill. We've all been there with regular tables. 3 legs are fantastic for that. Very stable. I also have this one. So this is all great and lightweight. This is my outdoor kitchen area. I can move it. I'm all but 110 pounds dripping wet right now. So even a child could take this down and move it. So this video is about smoking pastrami, but that's not the only thing we're smoking. Vote yes for the legalization of cannabis for both medicinal and recreational purposes. There are 0 deaths to date. However, we cannot say the same about Big Pharma. Okay. These torch lighters are fantastic for survival situations because they blast fire down. You can get down into areas where a regular lighter or a match wants to lick up and burn your finger. And these will also, you can light your pipe or whatever it is you're smoking or want to burn, even in windy conditions or under a ceiling fan on high. Okay, so let me check the heat on my fire, or my smoke. My smoker. It went out. Fuck it. Alright. I said if the magnifying glass didn't work, we're going to use the fire strike. But honestly, I'm not going to do it because I think we're going to run into the same problem because of the wet kindle and tinder that's in there. So I'm going to use the torch lighter and hopefully it'll kind of dry it out. Okay, let's continue on with getting this fire going. Fire and crackling. Well, I'm very disappointed. Oh wait, I gotta do a burn my thing. Shit. Okay. This is a situation. It's not hot right now, but it could get hot and you need gloves. Okay. Also, I have gloves right here. Okay, when we have a fire, next time with the magnifying glass. And I should collect some dry kindle for burning and keep it inside in a little bucket or something. Okay, so I'm not going to hold this all day, and I'm going to have to let this simmer down. So voila! Okay, so these roadside treasures are great. I have found about 3 of the different metal tripod stands I've used for all sorts of things. I have one inside right now, and it holds a basket that displays some of my fossils, my more prized ones. Okay, so far I'm really happy with this copper cooker, but I would also like a cast iron hibachi. I love to cook with cast iron. I have a nice antique collection, especially hammered, and I use it as a part of my everyday cookware. So it's great to go in the oven, on the stove top, over the fire, you know. Okay, so once that simmers down and just starts smoldering, I'll put my meat on, but I will keep the thing up high, not too close. By the way, this is the first time I'm using this setup, and I discovered very quickly how it was, I couldn't adjust the height of the grill as fast as I wanted, and it was awkward, so I want to work something out and have it be more user-friendly. We'll get it. Okay, so I love metal. It's strong but lightweight, and it doesn't take up a lot of visual space, so you can make strong structures with it, but yet the metal itself is thin. Now see, we have some ash burning or blowing around, and I'm out here. I'll keep an eye on it. I also have water nearby. Oh wow, did you see that? It just blew a bunch of the ash right out. And if I had to run in real fast, I also set this up where I can see it right outside my kitchen window. I think I'm going to put the steak on now. Pastrami, I mean. Ribeye cut. Old school preservation. Minus nitrates, back in the day before refrigeration. Okay. When reading about how to do this, because I've never had a seasoned artisan who knows how to cure meats the traditional way take me under their wing, but from reading about it, it was a very effective way of preserving the meat without the refrigeration. But I'm not a fan of the nitrates, and the thing with that, you'll see the end result is that bright, weird, red, pink colored meat. I know that might look impressive and fresh-like, but that's a result of the nitrate, so I'm willing to accept that my pastrami's not going to be that color, and I don't want it that color because of what it means. It means there's nitrates in it. And you can Google that. I won't school you here on why that's a problem, but sure, some of you can say, oh, it's not a problem, it's no big deal, it's just a little bit. So I want to learn how to also cure sausages, salami, things like that. I already pickle my own veggies and make kimchi and, you know, raw sauerkraut and all of that. They're probiotics. Yogurt, cheese, you name it, I've done it. Okay. I think this is going well. Now that the fire's going, it's doing just what it needs to. But the traditional way, they would cook it really slow, as cool as possible, well, smoke it, with a lot of hours going by, and that would help tenderize the otherwise tough cut of meat and expensive cuts of meat. But we don't have to worry about cooking it that slow or that long because we already have a tender cut. But we also don't want to dry it out because our fire is warmer than I want. But I'm going to accept this. I don't have a smoker, so this is the compromising thing, just putting it above the smoke and the smoke will get on it, you know? What are you going to do? No, I think this is actually very good because I can put my hand here without it burning me without me having to move it real fast, so cool. Like, I'm not going to smoke this for half a day or all day. It'll be a quick smoke. But what I'm really saying is I don't want it too quick. And remember, I'm a beginner here, okay? We figure things out as we go and as we try and do them, and then we quickly see what doesn't always work, and then we realize why it doesn't work, which leads to what does work. Nothing like hands-on, right? Okay, so very happy with how this is going at this point. We were off to a rough start. Thank you for your patience. I know that wasn't the most lively thing to watch, but don't be shy about trying the magnifying glass out yourself. I'm going to try it again. Obviously, dry, fine, hair-like things to burn is very good. But challenge yourself to avoid using chemicals because it's really not necessary. You will find a way.